I'll be very honest, I didn't know what to think when Philip Cool, our tour guide, has to get out of the tour bus on the side of the road in what seemed like the middle of nowhere. The gate we entered would obviously normally be closed to the public. Little did I know the surprise Philip Cool had in store for us. The ruins in the first part of this tour would prove to only be a warm-up act for the big finale. What we were actually climbing on was an artificial mound called a tell. I won't attempt to go into all the details of what makes up a tell. I'll simply leave a link to a Wikipedia page in the description below. The tell of Betshan is located in eastern Israel, just west of the Jordan River. The first settlements at the bottom of this tell at Betshan may be as old as 5,000 or 6,000 years BC. Betshan is mentioned several times in the Old Testament, perhaps most famously in 1 Samuel 31. King Saul and his 3 sons fight a battle with the Philistines nearby. They lose the battle and all are killed. The Philistines hang their bodies on the side of the walls of the city of Betshan. The ruins you see here are from around 1500 BC, from a time when the Egyptians ruled this part of the world. Betshan served as the administration point for their occupation, and these ruins are known as the governor's house. The Greeks later occupied the area under Alexander the Great. They renamed the town Scythopolis. If you're planning a trip to Israel yourself, I highly recommend you talk to our tour guide, Philip Cool. I will leave a link to his website in the description below. In 63 BC, the Romans conquered the town and returned the name to Betshan. The Romans made one very significant change though. They did not build the town on top of the mound or tell. They chose to build the city below. This is when we learned the surprise Philip Cool had planned for us. He wanted us to first see the Roman ruins coming over the top of the tell or mound, as you see now. You'll want to watch the next few scenes on a large screen. Trust me, your phone will not do it justice. The city of Betshan flourished under Roman rule. The diggings here have uncovered, of course, the main corridor you see, an amphitheater, and of course a bathhouse. The city continued to flourish under Byzantine rule that lasted until the year 634 AD. In that year, a Muslim army forced the Byzantines out, but the city was not damaged. The Muslims lived there with the Christians until the year 749, when the city was completely destroyed by a major earthquake. A few neighborhoods were rebuilt in the ruins, but the city never regained its splendor. The Roman columns you see lying there have been laying in that exact position since the year 749 AD. Here you see a small example of that rebuilding. A wall was simply built on top of a column that was toppled during the earthquake in 749. At its height, the city was estimated to have 30,000 to 40,000 inhabitants, but after the earthquake, that all changed. The Crusaders occupied the town in 1099. They built a fort near the amphitheater and held on to it till 1183 when it was destroyed by Saladin. As an American, I admit it was quite surreal to walk down an actual ancient Roman road and touch the Roman columns. An inscription was found with the original name of this street. It was called Palladius Street. After the defeat of the Ottoman Empire in the First World War, the League of Nations gave a mandate over what was then called Palestine and Transjordan to Great Britain. During the British Mandate, the University of Pennsylvania began excavations in this area from 1921 to 1933. No further work was done in the area until 1983, and then again from 1989 to 1996. These small rectangle-shaped rooms here would have been shops. During the excavations of the 1990s, some of the columns were repaired and re-erected. However, many were left in place. This path leads to the entrance of the western bathhouse. This room would have been heated. Here you see the small pillars that would have supported the floor. This is a model of what the bathhouse would have looked like back in Roman times. Here you see the tale from biblical and Egyptian times looming above the Roman ruins. Of course, no Roman city would be complete without an amphitheater. This one originally had a third level. I just have to apologize for these shots not being framed very well. I was too busy looking at all the sides and not paying attention to my camera. Thank you for watching the video today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, and subscribe, and be on the lookout for further videos from our trip to Israel as well as other adventures.